But ErefaanPearce going up against Sekwele Ramaube next as well. So it should be another good one. It's going to be the Vega up against for ErefaanPearce up against who I believe we saw the Zangief. We saw the Lucia as well. We'll see what Sekwele decides to bring to the table to start off up against the Claw.
I would anticipate Lucia being the one on the bat for Sekwele. But Erefaan, we actually haven't seen in a while, right? Falling short to Ren's Ibuki.
Yes.
We've seen the kind of explosiveness that Erefaan can play at. We've seen the kind of patience he has, but it's just a matter of succumbing to the mix-up characters where we saw a little bit of that weakness blatantly shown, actually, even though it was only in small sequences, it was blatantly shown. But I don't think that's going to be a big factor for this matchup against Sekwele, rocking either character, Zangief or Lucia.
Okay, yeah. I can see him getting a little bit overwhelmed if the Zangief gets a knockdown, but getting to that point is going to be so hard up against Vega. That's why I do assume that the Lucia is going to be starting it off. And yeah, I think in the neutral game, Lucia will have a decent time, a little bit better than Zangief, but I still feel like Vega is going to give her a lot of issues, like great walk speed, great range, like slides under the fireball and whatnot. Definitely ways to get in on that, but he is going to start with that character. I do think it'll give him the best chance to win.
And so I like this already, going in for the Lucia for Ramaube, Sekwele Ramaube at that. I was reading off the CFN, but Erefaan rocking that patented Vega.
Yeah, I mean, Vega is a character that I've had personal issues with for quite some time, Street Fighter V. Like, this character's always giving me issues.
Just in general, Street Fighter.
Yeah, for real, though. Like you can see, I think it's because of the great walk speed, honestly, in this game especially. Like, he's got a solid ground game. And you can see right there, exposing the legs, full combo off of it as well because he's not in claw stance.
Oh, what a time to use that Hurricane Spinner. EX from Sekwele, but nothing to make of that that crush counter into the G skill.
Ooh, yep. Ooh, you want to chase me down? Nah, find his EX knee.
This ain't cops and robbers, man. I'm a fully fledged bad guy.
And then again, caught him trying to move, but it is not your turn. Pose for the mugshot.
This is what happens when you send just regular Metro City police after Shadowloo, like, top dogs.
Yes.
Right? This is organized crime you're after. You gotta send the FBI.
Yeah, we need higher agents. CIA, Secret Service.
James Carter. Going with the slide. No big punish, though.
Oh, we gotta get those. What classified? B16 classified punishes? I need something like that, bro.
I forget the number.
G16, something like that.
I think G16, yeah.
Oh, gets the cross up, and now we're in the corner. And you can see he keeps trying to press something, but a great time to press something there. V-shift in the corner, not punished. Got the slowdown.
There's the counter hit, and still nothing of it afterwards, man.
Yeah, I'm showing him the heels, though, and a great anti-air. Come out of the Tatsu, but yo, ErefaanPearce not going quite to the night ever. Willing to slug it out. Gets the counter hit as well. That's mad damage. Enough damage. ErefaanPearce sealing that first game.
And I like the sequence, too. He knew full well that Ramaube is the type of character or type of player to let the uppercut rip. So he did play his cards right? He saw the meter flashing down below. He was like, I'm going to back up just a little bit. And still, with that range that Vega has, is able to make the most of it. That was absolutely clean. What a finish for game one on the side of Erefaan, forcing the lobby, forcing the character change, possibly.
This is what we saw in Sekwele's first Losers Top 16 match. It was the Lucia to start, switch to the Zangief, and I mean, he was able to make big things happen. We'll see if he's able to do it up against Erefaan as well, because it really is all about that one knockdown and then the reading of your opponent afterwards. And he seemed to do that really well up against Fireblazer 420. So if he can find that up against Erefaan again, I mean, it will spell a top 8 appearance.
And so if this matchup does happen with Zangief and Vega, you're looking at a lot of keep away from the side of Erefaan. One of the things I do like, though, what we kind of highlighted, being a part of that mix between strikes, any sort of normals or a grab. One thing that I do like from Vega is the fact that his V-reversal gets him out of harm's way more often than not, mid-screen rather than in the corner. So that's going to be one of the great things about Vega, at least defensively, that I'd want to see if it ever happens. But for the most part, Sekwele, even before that happens, he's going to have a hard time getting closer to Vega. Right?
Yeah.
So many normals to get past.
Exactly, right? And as you mentioned, even if he does get like close to mid-screen, he's got that V-reversal to gain some distance back. And that's what we're going to constantly see coming out from ErefaanPearce. It's just that distance game. He's going to want to stay outside of SPD distance constantly. And he's got the walk speed. He's got the normal range to do so. That's why it sounds so hard for Sekwele when we're talking about it. But if Erefaan wants to risk a slide to start it off, that's going to give Sekwele a big opening. Oh, no. The glass getting broken as well. He wanted that one-hit stun to try to really put him on life support.
And it's looking so far so good for Sekwele.
Yeah.
You cannot do that for free. Not anymore.
I was going to say, that's definitely something that's going to get shut down, though, in this matchup.
Oh, does get the sweep going. Erefaan, man, so risky with the sweeps. The one time he did it that got blocked, he ate a ton of damage afterwards. The second time, he still managed to get it without the trigger. That was pretty good. But Erefaan still at a huge deficit, right? You're going to be swiping away for so long.
Ooh, and he's got the V-trigger, too, as well, so best be careful, fam. Oh, the lariat was too late that time and ended up getting completely destroyed. Using both bars as well. Put as much damage on him as possible. Try to get the meaty go back to the claw. Claw off, claw back on. Try to play that range game. Oh, no. He actually went with the shallow jump and then land with the jab anti-air. That was a good, like, mid-sequence adjustment from Sekwele.
Puts him on a round for game number 2. Still needs to find another one to put himself on the board. But again, the switch off to Zangief has been pretty good. But I will say, for Erefaan, just that slight mishap of going with a slide first is what spelled danger. But finds the mark this time. Vegas are going to slide.
They do.
That's the thing. Vegas are going to slide no matter what.
It's just built into the DNA.
It's part of playing the character. You have signed a contract to play Vega. Therefore, you must give me, on a weekly basis, this many slides.
Your habits, they're forfeited to slide. It just be like that. My goodness, this is the harassment we were talking about, though. It gets the cross up in the corner as well.
And I'm glad they changed the input.
Yeah.
So, by the way, thank God. Good call out from Capcom on that one.
Yeah, it's good. Great quality of life change.
No more mistakes with that Sky High Claw.
Less miss inputs. Always one of those things that just makes players feel bad, man. So I'm glad that that's going to happen no longer. And right now, this is what we expected in the matchup, honestly. Erefaan just harassing him long distance on the claw normals. Max range on the slide. He was just tired of playing offensively, I guess, or playing defensively. He was just like, I got to slide back in. You saw what's in my contract. I signed it. I need to get the slide bonus, actually.
Every extra slide you give him.
Yeah.
He needs to get buff defense for his claw. Or, sorry, buff defense for his mask.
That's a signing bonus, bro.
Ooh. Man, he walked up deliberately and got that medium punch still.
That was a really cool absorption on the second hit of the Aurora swipe with the Stand Fierce. Oh, this time just crushing him.
Oh, boy. All of those hits led you to me and this critical art. Ugh.
Backdrop driver. When are we going to get the Zangief AEW shirt?
True.
It's not coming up next. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was
conversion.
Sick. I love that. I love those sequences. Ugh. It's the wall command grab, another confirm into the Zuna drop. Are you going to confirm or get him again?
Oh, just barely living out Magic Pixel's worth of life. Oh, yeah, and the crouch jab.
That's super tough. Yeah, and that's all Sekwele really needed, right? Just hunkering down in the corner, didn't need to overcommit into any sort of sequences. He just needs that crouching jab. That's just all Zangief's really need to do, and it's just so far forward, right? One of the better pokes, one of the better light pokes.
Yeah.
May not be able to convert big into it, but man, it does so much work in the range department. I like that.
Good. Fast, long range, and I mean, one of the best round enders for that exact reason in this entire game, right? Even if you don't get a lot off of it, if you just need that pixel of health, I mean, it is so difficult to get that on Zangief. And the Aurora swipe as well, just trying to keep him at bay in the neutral. Oh, the stand roundhouse with the crunch counter. Lock him down in this corner, fam. Tried for the big Fierce, but just whiffed for now. Oh, and then the stand Fierce gets thrown on the startup next time. Good stuff from ErefaanPearce, right back to controlling the space.
Another forward throw, really utilizing the walk speed too. Being able to switch between normals and throw has been pretty important, right? Now forcing Sekwele to just sit there and block. That's the thing, right? He's conditioned him to this point to get some of these sequences. Man, it's been all Erefaan looking at match point yet again.
Quick yodel as he almost gets into top 8. We'll see. He's one round away from it. Sekwele, ooh, bringing out the stand medium punch, but you are just going to be outclassed in that department, man.
It is G14 classified.
G14.
I had to look it up. It was bugging me. It was bugging me. Couldn't help it. So again, kind of at that standstill where Erefaan is still trying to swipe away at Sekwele, trying to catch these normals, and he's willing to play it out. Oh, yes, I like that.
Yeah, right now, trying to get the big splash going down, but V reversal that we talked about mid-screen, right? Oh, and then interrupting with the slide, and then the Azuna drop, grapple the grappler.
You can see the tippiness coming in from Sekwele, right? Erefaan being able to get that. Oh, my God, off the backboard. That was nasty. With trigger 2, that was disgusting damage.
Yeah, no wonder it did so much damage. I was like, bruh.
Where was that before? Oh,
huge jump in here. Saving the meter. Wow, woke up with the EX SPD. Let him know how you feel. And then the low Sekwele survives another round.
Sekwele, please. Please do that again.
How do you bet on that? Your life's on the line. Wake up with the EX grab.
That's Erefaan's fault. There was no meaty time that way. Like, I mean, like, he didn't do it in time. True. You saw the startup of crouching heavy punch. He deliberately, you know, tried to get maybe a delayed normal or something, but he just bet it all.
Yeah, he should be thankful right now that slide did not get punished. That could have been a huge opportunity for Sekwele. Instead, has left a lot of damage on that table and has a big life deficit to make up. The standing punches.
Walking him down to force the errors on Sekwele, right? Not letting him press any sort of normals, taking up that space. And then if he goes airborne, there's so much time for him to adapt and respond with whatever he needs to. And the crush counter is there, just no conversion. That could have been critical art.
Sneaks behind as well, and then just stays compact with the meaties this time, right? You saw the counter hit on the screen. He's not going to let Sekwele do any type of nonsense again on the wake up. Well done with the adjustment.